Wars, made in 1979. This is only one of two super wide pins that Williams made. Look at the width of this. It's the same size as the head at almost 30 inches. This game came out in 79 and Laser Ball came out in 1980. Only two machines and then they abandoned this wide piece forever. But I want to show you how nice this specific machine is. The plastics are almost perfect. The playfield, we did some touch-up to cover some bare paint, and it's all sealed with Mylar. But Stephen did this beautiful job on this machine. This playfield, the colors are magnificent. Look here, I want to show you what the difference with LEDs are. These are the actual original roll-throughs. They were all perfect, but they didn't light up real well. Once we added the LEDs, these are blue, clear, flat lens on the top LEDs. It brightened the whole thing up. We have blue LEDs here in the 5 pop bumpers too. We also have some white LEDs on the field and red here. The light bulbs under the play field are regular 44s because the Williams board system of this era wasn't real happy with LEDs in the computer controlled lights. Up top we did the same thing. This beautiful mirrored back glass, we've added colored LEDs, both frosted and clear, to highlight certain parts of the game. Once again, the computer-controlled lights are regular light bulbs. In the back, our logic board. You have to change all of these sockets. If you don't, you're going to have problems because the sockets, after 32 years, they never grip the chips real well. We should complain after 32 years why they didn't think of that. But new sockets, you're as good as new. By the way, on all the Williams driver boards, you should change these resistors and put in, we use staples right out of the office stapler. Fits perfect, you don't have to bend them, they slide right in the holes. Makes the switches more responsive. We found it's a great upgrade. Of course, we reflowed solder on all of these pins along the edges. We changed any of the transistors that were leaky or not working and not working just right. Everything is running great on these driver boards. Listen, another tip. Never, ever, ever put screws up here in the top. You don't put screws back in there because there's a slight flaw. Sometimes if the board goes back too far, it shorts out on the silver clip underneath that holds the top board. Leave the top screws out and leave this board pulled out just a little bit. You can put one screw in the center or in the bottom. This board takes 6 screws, only put 2 in, okay? And now 2 at the top. We've been doing this way for years. Boards run forever that way. New caps here and here. See these caps? Did you know you can't get them anymore? I checked every supply house in town. Bob Roberts had these caps made up for us. They're not cheap. I think they're $6 each. We've been through several hundred of them already. But we need it in this small package. The ones that we can get locally are too big and they won't fit on the board right. Then they're kind of folded out all over. High voltage caps make your high voltage run nice and clean. New resistors here, also part of the high voltage. Look, you got these 32-year-old displays. You don't want them to get all screwed up. And of course the 5 voltage cap here. 5 volt cap, not 5 voltage. It's late, it's 9 o'clock. It's time for bed. Or at least to go home or go out. But I'm still here filming because we're delivering this game tomorrow. Look, I want to show you the sides. Walter, show how beautiful the artwork is. Stephen only had to do some touch-up on the black and red on the side and head. The machine is in just beautiful condition, and we think this guy's going to love it. I've got some things to show you about this game. In the beginning, if you fire the ball too far, it'll go right around to the top. You don't want to do that. You want it to land about here so you can roll through these lanes. Because every time you roll through, once again, all color-coded, when you roll through these 4 green lanes, you up your bonus when your ball drains. That's your green. So the 4 green tie into here. This game, do you hear that noise? That's called the sweeping sound. Williams had that feature off in the factory mode. They turned it off. So if you lose your batteries, there's no sound. It just sits there with making no sound until you hit things. I think the game's great with the sweeping sound. And you know what we do? Because somebody's liable to change the battery, if you buy the game from us, we actually write here what to do. set 35 to 30 to set the sweeping sound. That's the factory recommendation. So, go into your menu. Ah, is that for me? Look, Gail has brought me a bag of trash. Any pizza left over in there? You may walk right through it. She took every last piece. These people have parties and they take every last piece. Dinner gone. Anyway, have a party here. Gosh, you know we've done over 40,000 birthday parties in our showroom in the last 28 years. That's too many.
Where's Chris and Kurt?
Those cretins went home.
Didn't they know coming today?
They leave. It's 9:10. They leave. It's 9:10. Only Walter's here, and me, and you. She has to mop the floor. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. The sweeping sound. So go in your programming, 0435, and then use this button to set 30 up here in the window. The default is 00 where it's off. So set 30 and it'll make that sound. If you make it higher than 30, the sound's higher pitched and very annoying. Although some people think this is. But look, here's how you do it. You spell these letters simply by knocking these targets down. That letter, that takes the S. That does nothing. That one's the T. When you, T is up here in this hole. I'm sorry. So those three are T. There's our T. Is that our T? That's not our T, is it? There's our T. There's our T. I don't even know the game well enough. Gosh. All right, here's the E. L. L. Okay, we got our, okay, now, up here, R. It's just the center target. Okay. Then we have, let's see. Yeah, we got Stellar. Stellar's done. War is over here. W-A-R-S. See that neat effect? The compass in the center is powered by two 89s and they flash nice and bright. Really nice feature. You know, Flash was the first game to use the 89s for Williams. Then this game had it, then all their games after that. Laser Ball, they always squeezed a couple of 89s in their playfield. And it is a nice effect. Now, your pop-uppers here, if you go up here, of course, you have your capture hole up here at the top. There's a lot of nice features. You're not supposed to do that. I pushed it too hard. But we're going to add up our score. See, now look at that great first ball. Wow. Wow, I play great pinball, don't I? Oh, you know what we do? We rebuild the flipper with new parts. Steve Young at Pinball Resource makes brand new, old style Williams plungers and links. Nobody else does that. And boy, does it make the game play better. You put a new sleeve at the coil, a new coil stop, and a plunger and link, and of course new bats on the top. And your flippers are as good as it was when it was brand new. Gosh, I don't know if I covered. Did I cover everything? What do you think? Did I cover everything? Yes? Yeah, no? I covered. We want to go home. We're going to send this video to the guys getting the game tomorrow, and you are enjoying it now. I hope we taught you a little bit about Stellar Wars.
We're in the yellow pages under amusements.